This is my audience. I was lucky I found what I loved to do early in life. Waz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard in 10 years. Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We had just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I had just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew, we hired someone who I thought was very talented to run the company with me. And for the first year or so, things went well. But then our vision of the future began to diverge, and eventually we had a falling out. When we did, our board and directors sided with him. So at 30, I was out, and very publicly, what had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating. I really didn't know what to do for a few months. I felt that I had let the previous generation of entrepreneurs down, that I had dropped the baton as it was being passed to me. I met with David Packard and Bob Noyce and tried to apologize for screwing up so badly. I was a very public failure, and I even thought about running away from the valley, but something slowly began to dawn on me. I still love what I did. The turn of events at Apple had not changed that one bit. I had been rejected, but I was still in love, and so I decided to start over. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could ever happen to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. During the next years, I started a company named Next, another company named Pixar, and I fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. Pixar went to create the world's first computer animated feature film, Toy Story, and is now the most successful animation studio in the world. In a remarkable turn of events, Apple bought Next. I returned to Apple, and the technology we developed at Next is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. And Lauren and I have a wonderful family together. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I had been fired from Apple. It was awful tasting medicine, but I guess the patient needed it. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I love what I did. You've got to find what you love, and what that is true for your work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great. And the only way to do great work is to do what you love. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the hearts, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years go on. So keep looking until you find it. That inspirational speech was the Standford commencement address by Steve Jobs. And I really liked that speech, and I appreciated it because he basically says not settling was the best thing to happen to him, and newer, better opportunities can come with not settling. And I really enjoyed that. And he discusses not settling and chasing your dreams, which boosts personal development. And when you're genuinely interested in something you love, you're driven to improve in that area, and that motivation pushes you out of your comfort zone completely, and it leaves more room for newer opportunities. And not settling fuels your creativity, leading you to bigger things and better things as well. And I believe that mindset is important as you seek improvement and break away from the status quo. Job set, loving what you do makes the journey itself more rewarding, and I completely agree with that. I think it's a great speech because you shouldn't stay somewhere you don't love when you could have something better somewhere else. I believe his dedication shaped innovation in our present day as we still use Apple product, and we watch Pixar movies all the time. He's a big part in our world. There's always going to be setbacks, and just like Jobs got fired from his own company, you always have to stay true to your values. And overall, I think that you should do what you love and strive for, and that not only enriches your life, but it contributes to yourself constantly improving.